Okay, so in this video I will tell you something about this fifth part of the assignment. Okay, and before that, just an information that the fork function and pipe etc. they will work in Linux only. So some of you are unable to run it in Windows, so they will only work in Linux. So if you method, so one method is that you may use VirtualBox. Other method is there is a software Cygwin. So using this software you can run GCC and then you can use fork, pipe, etc. Third method is you can connect to the server, and the user ID password I think you all must already be having the user ID and password and IP address of the server to connect to the server. So in the server you can run the code. This is the third way. So if you don't have Linux, you can use any of these three methods to do it, or you can find out any other method also. So now I will tell you about these functions: set jump, long jump, get PID, alarm, kill, write, etc. These functions. So I will tell you about this function in today's video. So first thing is set jump and long jump, etc. So there is a program given at the end of the question. So you can just see the skeleton code. So you need to include this signal.h, set jump.h, and this jump of environment. These things you have to write, and then this signal. So what actually happens is that suppose, okay, so when this program executes, okay, so this set jump env is there. Okay, once it is called, so suppose you have a variable int I equal to set jump env. What will happen is that it will return 0. So first time when it is called, it will return 0, and then based on that, so this condition is not being satisfied, it is not equal to 0, so this will not execute. Okay, after that what happens is that in this place when this is called long jump env1, so what happens is that once long jump env1 is called, the result is that immediately the control will come to this line. Okay, and then the value return will be 1. So what, why 1? Because long jump env is called with parameter as 1, so that is why 1 will be returned by set jump env, and therefore the code will execute. So it is not equal to 0, so this code will execute. So basically you can transfer control from one location to another location of the program. Okay, now what happens is that here you can see these comments. You can create pipe, open parent process, can create children, etc. So basically now we will see the function of this alarm, what alarm does. Okay, so you saw what setjump does. First time it will return 0, and next time it will return the value which is passed by the long jump. So when long jump is called, long jump will transfer the control, and immediately the control will move to setjump place where the setjump is written, and the value return will be 1. So for example, you have to transfer control from one location of the program to another location, then you can use long jump and set jump. Okay, next thing is alarm. So suppose there is a parent process or one process, it has written some alarm. So what is the need of this alarm? So the parent process, suppose parent process is there, it creates child process and it is waiting for a child process to exit. Now what happens if a child process takes too much time to execute? So the parent process is executing wait null. Okay, and the parent process is waiting. So if the child process takes too much time to run, in that case what will happen is that the parent process will keep on waiting and forever, but that we don't want. So what is actually happening here is that parent process has set an alarm of 15 seconds, and then the parent process has started waiting. So parent process has started waiting, but suppose now instead of all that you can also write wait null. So parent process is waiting, but when 15 seconds will pass, and till that time also if the parent process is waiting, what will happen is that an alarm will happen. So immediately the control will go away from the waiting place to signal. Okay, this will capture the alarm signal. Sig alarm will capture the alarm signal, and it will execute handler function. Okay, handler function will execute. And what is the content of the handler function? That handler function will uh, do whatever is given in that code. Handler function will execute. Okay, so we have seen, so what alarm does, and what signal does. So alarm, so for 15 seconds, if the alarm is not turned off, the alarm will give a signal to the signal function, and signal function will call this handler function. Okay, it will take this alarm and call this function. Okay, so one reason why this happens is that the parent process can wait for 15 seconds till, and if the child exists till that time, it is fine. If the child finishes within that time, then the parent process will cancel the alarm by calling alarm 0. Alarm 0 will cancel the alarm. So now there is no more alarm. So if the child finishes within that time, the parent process will cancel the alarm and exit. Okay. So we have seen alarm and signal. Okay. And what else is there? Set jump, long jump, alarm, signal. Okay. Then get PID. Get PID is very simple. Okay. The a process can simply execute get PID, and so simply a process can print get PID, and it will print the PID of that process ID of that process. Okay, so what will happen is that, so suppose a child process wants to know its PID, it can simply call this function get PID, and it will give the process ID of that child. Parent process can know its process ID by calling get PID. Okay, this is a simple function. Then alarm, read write is also given. Read and write, let me see where amount, it reads n bytes, and it is stored in this buffer. And what write does is that writes to the file descriptor. File descriptor points to some device or some file somewhere, and how much it writes? It writes n number of bytes, n bytes, to, from the buffer to that place. Okay, so rewrite is just for reading and writing from file descriptor and to file descriptor. Okay, and then what else we have? Then kill is used to kill a process. So the method is that you can just choose manual to find out how kill happens. So it's simple syntax I'm just writing. Kill and process ID. So PID of that process, process has to be killed, and then some signal. And 1 minute. Yes. So if parent process wants the parent process may kill this child process using the kill function. Okay, so this can be called to kill the child process. Okay, so now these functions are, I think, clear. You can do the assignment. So if you have not done, you can use this video to understand more about this assignment and do it.